physical attraction is important, but it's just a start.
It is a start.
Right? It's about being healthy. It's about feeling good about yourself. It's about finding someone who likes you for who you are.
That's right.
So it's all about loving yourself and finding that special connection with that someone else.
That is important. Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. I am your girl, your host, CC, and I'm joined by the one and only hubby. What's going on, babe?
Hey, babe.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Everybody, this is Will, and I am great. Not as great as she is, but I'm really excited about today's topic. It's one that's been around for ages, I would say, but still relevant in today's world, in today's relationship. Yeah. So if this is your first time tuning into our podcast, it's a weekly podcast where we talk about love. What else?
Life, family, relationships. You guys know what we talk about here. So
yeah.
Glad to have you here. Welcome and welcome back. You know, I'm happy you're here.
I'm glad that I'm here. And as always, before we get into the topic of the day, we'd like to share something blissful that either happened to us or something that we did.
Okay.
What's your blissful moment?
My blissful moment, let me see. Sometime this week, I would say Thursday. Thursday we had a little mother and daughter's moment.
Okay.
The girls and I, we were in the garage working out.
Okay.
We're in the garage working out. You know, mind you, I typically do my 30-45 minutes on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I kind of take Friday and Monday off because you guys know Monday it's hard after the weekend to get on the treadmill and work out. If I don't do it in the morning, then I'll do it in the afternoon or in the evening. But I would not work out in the morning. But on Thursdays, last Thursday, the girls, after I did my 45 minutes of working out and stuff, and then they decided to join me.
Right.
And the little one was on the treadmill. She was like, Mommy, I want to get on the treadmill. Of course, I was like, hey, make sure that I control the setting. It's not going too fast. And she wanted to go very high. Okay. Mind you, she had the, what is it called again?
The incline?
The incline on 15. That's how high she was. And I make sure that the speed was
she was climbing a mountain.
Yes. And I make sure the speed was on 1 or 2. Because I didn't want her to go on 4. 4 would have been way too fast for her.
Yeah.
And I had it on. And I was like, girl, you need to bring the incline down to... We brought it down to 12 because she wanted to incline. She wanted to incline,
From 14 to 12.
From 15 to 12. She wanted to go up in the hill. So I was like, hey, listen, I'm here. I'm making sure that she's fine. And she did 15 minutes on the treadmill. And my... other daughter was doing some kind of a leg workout. Mind you guys, my oldest is like very skinny, very sexy shape girl, kind of like slim, like her mama. But I'm like, why do you need to exercise? You're already skinny. But then again, it's always good to work out, whether if you're
being active is a good thing. Just being skinny, that doesn't mean
it doesn't matter. Right. So she did some leg workout, and then she did some, what is it called? Like the jump rope. We did that, and
I don't know what you people were doing.
She did. Then we did the arm exercise, and her little arm is so skinny, and I was like, girl, if you don't put this down, you're gonna break your arm. It was so cute. We really had a bonding with the leg workout, on the stepping thingy. So we're doing on the ball. The medicine ball, I think it's called. She did 100. And I was like, oh my God, there's no way I can do 100. So I did 30. Then I did 45. Because I couldn't do 100. My daughter is more active than I am. I'm like, you know how it is when you're in your 20s, your 30s. So I couldn't have done 40 was enough for me. 30 was 40 was like And she was like,
That's
"Come
not
on,
a
you can
lot.
do it. You can do it." Well, mind you, I had just finished working
Oh
out.
yeah, and if it was me, I would have done 200.
I was like just finished working out, and then they decided to join me. And mind you guys, it was like 100-degree in the garage. Like it was so hot.
But
It
that's
was
the
so
best
hot.
condition to work at. You
I
burn more
get it.
calories.
But I didn't want the kids to pass out.
What?
It was so hot, and I was telling them, "Listen, let's just cool off, because the inside of the house was like 76 degrees, and it was cold." So I make sure that we kind of like took some time in the patio to cool off before we actually
Got in the house.
But it was
That's
fun.
good.
It was great. It was great.
I guess this is her summer plan. Work out, stay fit, do with the kids. I think I'm gonna join in.
Well, hey, listen, the more the merrier, right?
I should join in.
Yeah, we'll wait for you until you get off work, or we'll just do it in the morning before you
Do
go
a
to work.
family thing.
We used to do that when the kids were younger, when they were like babies. Like we have videos and pictures of them like working out with us in the garage. The baby was like 4, and our oldest was like 7 at that time, or 5, even younger.
Yeah, there's one of them. She was literally
She
a baby.
was a baby. She was in the stroller. She had to be like 6 months because she was a big baby. You know that.
Yeah.
She had to be like 6 or 9 months in the stroller while you, myself, and our oldest on the treadmill exercising, doing all Zumba. Y'all, Zumba is so fun. Give me Zumba or some kind of dancing exercise. I'll lose a lot more weight.
Zumba's good. I learned how to dance. I can move to Zumba.
Yeah, so we're going to have to bring Zumba back.
But yeah, we might. I mean, hey, listen, outdoors activities, always a good thing.
Yes.
So if you could do things outdoor, burn some calories, get some sun, get some heat, just do it in a controlled environment where you can enjoy it and not put yourself at risk. And
I know what your bliss moment should be.
what should it be?
Last Sunday, my mother's surprise birthday.
Oh,
Outdoor burning in the grill.
yes, it was fun. All right, so here's what happened. They planned a surprise midday hangout. I can't say, well, actually we did have ribs, so barbecue. It's outside activity. My brother-in-law was on the grill, and I prepped the chicken the day before.
Yes.
Good seasoning, yo.
Yes.
Because
Because you know how my
had some
mom
corn, had some burgers. But we cooked the macaroni at home, so I helped Cece. I did the sweet potatoes. So we had a party.
We had a cookout.
However, what I failed to think about is, okay, yes, part of this thing is going to be outdoors. It's on a Sunday. We started at 1 and change, so it's like midday.
And we were there, my parents, at 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Yes.
12 o'clock, give or take.
So I have a tent. I didn't bring the tent, which would have helped for me to get going.
Yes.
Because we would
I
have put the
agree.
grill underneath the tent, and that would have been a
Yes.
whole lot less sun. But after spending 2 hours in the sun, I realized that, shoot, I should go get that tent.
Yes.
So by 2:30, 3 o'clock, I was able to get the tent. But man, the amount of time that I spent in the sun, and that's the only thing that I could say gave me that migraine. I came home that night. I had a headache. I went to sleep that night with a headache. I woke up the next morning with a headache. It wasn't until midday Monday that I started feeling better. But sun is good, but too much of it all at once can be bad. Now, I didn't even have a hat. I should have brought a hat. So I was unprepared.
I think we're all. My brother spent more time on the grill than you did.
Yes.
He said he almost passed out. And I think overall it was a great time. We surprised my mom. She got
Yeah, it
home
was
after
good.
church. She saw all her children and her grandbabies at the house, grilling and corn and chicken and all that. It was great. I had a great
Yes, it
time.
was.
Yes, it was hot like crazy, like over 100 degrees. It was hot. I was sweating like crazy. I was sweating all over my body. Okay, let's just put it that way. But overall, we had a good time. She liked it. We were there from 12 and we didn't leave the place until 9 p.m.
It was a long day.
It was a long day. What matters, we all had a good time. Mom loves the surprise party. And overall, it was great. Can't complain.
Yeah, I can
Can't
say
complain.
I
We
can
just
say I
had some
enjoyed
sun.
it.
I figure, since you were complaining about the heat, I said, let me just go ahead and bring that in there. So So we were
A
maybe
little bit of heat, a little bit of sun is good,
my
but
sister-in-law was complaining like crazy. The heat is not made for her.
it was hot.
The heat is not, regardless whether it's hot or not. The heat is not made for her.
So,
So,
it was
you know
hot.
what? Some people like the heat is not made for them. I feel like my sister-in-law is really one of them. My brother can handle it. He can handle the heat.
Well, yeah,
I can handle the heat. My sister-in-law cannot. That's a permanent period.
We all have things that we're used to, you know?
And here's the thing. Well, next time when we're doing activities, we know where your strengths are. You stay inside in the air conditioning. I can handle, we can handle it outside. We don't have no problem with the sweating.
We all have our strong points.
Yeah, so we know what to do. We know who to listen. I'm just saying.
So much for our blissful moment. Now let's get into some serious stuff.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about how physical attraction matters.
Yes.
And I believe this is going to be fun.
And excited.
And it has to. So whether you're listening while you're doing your Saturday chores or you're relaxing with a cup of coffee, we're glad you are here with us.
That's right.
And I mean it. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Again, before we jump into the topic, a quick reminder to our listeners: if you enjoy our podcast, please don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review.
Yes.
Your support helps us bring more amazing content to you every week.
Yes.
In fact, I could give a lot of credit to Cece because she's the one that prepped the contents. I just kind of come in and start talking about stuff.
Yes, you do.
So now let's get into it. Physical attraction. It is. They say often, but I think it's always the first thing people see.
It is.
That, they consider that draws them to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
You see this girl, she looks good, and you're like, man.
Wasn't that's what it draws
check out
me to
Shorty.
you?
Yeah.
I said the same thing too.
Yeah, But, as much as physical attraction is the first thing we see, there is a whole lot more than just what's on the surface.
Yes.
Yes. Physical attraction is when someone looks nice and they look interesting. It's a big part of what starts any relationship.
Of course.
Yeah, so
you look fly, you look nice,
what can you do,
You got some flawless skin.
It's a big part. It's a big part of what makes us start liking someone. Mm-hmm. Especially when we're comparing this person to all of these what they call them, these
social media pictures.
This filtered
the
photos
AI, maybe
AI on social media.
AI pictures. Because
not quite AI. AI, you can tell it's.
But they be
AI.
like clean, glossy.
But I've seen people where you can tell
I know
that
you
that's
don't like
that
when
person.
I use a filter.
But you can tell that skin is way too soft.
Okay.
The skin is way too clean. Oh, well, I saw this. I watch my YouTube shorts, and I saw a funny one the other day. This guy met this girl that he saw on social media, and he's looking at the picture. He's looking at the girl, and you can see tears coming down his eyes.
He's disappointed.
Well, it was funny. Picture. Obviously, it's made up, but it was just fun because people you see on social media, they look completely nothing like
the social media, the apps, like the dating apps. And a lot of people out there who are single, they gotta touch up their faces, and they look totally different.
So make sure when you're meeting this person in person,
listen,
you touch up your face.
I agree with you. There's more to it than just looks.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's the first thing you see when you notice someone, but there's a whole lot more going on.
I agree. There's a whole lot more going on because, okay, let's pull back a little bit. When I first met you, yes, you're nice looking.
I was looking fly.
Okay, baby, you looking fly. And you know me, I'm attracted to a certain type. And if you were my type, even if you look fly or not, I probably wouldn't approach you or probably wouldn't feel in you.
I'm the universal type.
Okay, you're the universal type. All right, so, all right, that's a new one. So, yes.
Listen, my flyness is universal.
Okay. Where's this going? I don't know. But we'll take it. Okay, yes. So, anyways, anywho, because when we were dating, you had some kind of traits that I was looking for, and your height, the way you carry yourself, your body type. But if you were short and skinny and some kind of different body type, whether you like me or not, I probably would be like, just not my type. Right? So the physical really matters.
Well, it's it's the first thing that draws people together.
Yes. But sometimes, I feel like lately,
Yeah.
this is what attracts people.
Well, they say there's no such thing as an ugly man. If he's got money, he's handsome.
I don't know about that.
There's a lot of truth into it.
Listen, I don't care whether if you're a millionaire, billionaire, this is you, boo, but me, money ain't it for me, okay? Me, it is the way you carry yourself, the way you treat yourself. That's what matters to me. You could have been like a billionaire and you're not my type.
Throw some cash at you.
It would matter because I'm not one who can be bought.
Okay.
I'm not.
I guess I'm safe.
I am not. Safe. I am not. Money is not the first thing for me.
But it's part of our biology to be attracted to people that we consider to be attractive.
Yes.
Now there's certain traits we look like. Like she mentioned my height.
Yes, and your body type.
She mentioned my body type.
Yes.
She mentioned other things about me, but clear skin is one of them. The way the person smile. Those are some of the things that attract people to you. And somehow we link this to this person being healthy.
Yes. So
it's a way that I think it's ingrained. I think it's part of our DNA to associate certain things with healthy and we kind of get drawn to those things. Yes. So I guess she thought I was healthy.
You were. And I wasn't checking off for your pockets, if you notice.
I wasn't checking my pockets were like.
I wasn't checking for the type of car that you drive. I wasn't like, let me see what kind of car he drives. Let me see what school he went to, or, is he taking me out to a nice fancy restaurant? No, it wasn't all that for me, and it's still not all that for me until this day. I'm all about take care of your body, take care of you. Then that's going to turn me on.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, listen. I guess I got it all.
You got it all. But you guys.
Thank God.
Listen, you got it. You got what I need. Let's just put it that way. I don't know if you got it all, but you got what I need. But I feel like nowadays, as I mentioned earlier, it's not just about biology. I feel like, yes, like you mentioned, scientists and all that craziness, all about the body, the skin, the look, and all that great stuff, right? I feel like when it comes to physical attraction, it really helps us connect with others emotionally and socially, spiritually, also, well, socially for sure. So yes, we have a spark, right? That really starts a fire. And I feel like nowadays we live in a world where everything is about first impression.
Well, first impression is important because there need to be an initial things that brings you together.
Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be that.
Yeah.
But, it's important that you learn to look beyond that as quickly as you can. Because just because someone looks good and they seem attractive, that person can open their mouth and they draw you. They'll literally just repel you. So you got to learn to be able to look beyond this and kind of have a set of standard of what you expected your partner to be beyond looks. Because good looks are great at one point, but God knows something could happen and that good look goes away. What do you do? Right? So, and there's something called a halo effect. When we think someone is attractive, we also think that they have other good qualities, like they're nice or they're smart.
Yeah.
It shows how powerful our first impression can be.
Right.
Because we associate just our attraction to this person to other qualities that may be completely irrelevant, but we think of it. Well, like I tell you, someone shows up real confident in their nice outfit, you already assume this person is banking and they probably drive a nice car. They're probably real good at conversating with you. They'll make you, there's certain things that we automatically think that's part of it, but in reality, that's usually not the case.
Right.
Physical attraction can start things off, but this is when you got to open yourself to really learn about this person, give that person a chance to learn about you, because you can be completely incompatible.
Well, lucky for me, you nice, you smart, and you get the looks.
I got.
You may not have everything.
I got other stuff too.
Okay. All righty. PG-13 here, babe.
Hey,
PG-13.
Listen, relationship needs way more things than just looks.
I agree.
It needs communication. You got to have shared values. You got to be able to connect emotionally.
Yeah.
Physical attraction is important, but it's just a small part of the puzzle.
It's not that small.
Listen, it is tiny. It starts things, but I'll tell you,
it is not that small.
If someone is not good for you, I don't care how good they look, that relationship's not gonna work. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, some people really try to take advantage of others because of their good looks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
It's important to also consider that what we call attraction may be different for different people.
Different cultures.
In different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen some documentary to show people that big old nose ring just hanging down their face.
Mm-hmm.
To them, they're attractive. I've seen those ladies that has those ring that they put in their neck to make their neck long.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched the Discovery Channel.
Well, what about the people who opposite of each other, where the husband may be like 700 pounds and the wife is like 18 pounds? I mean, I'm just saying, like 115 pounds. Or the husband is like 7'2" and the wife is like 4'2".
That could happen.
That's something that TLC used to have on the show, and I'm pretty sure they still have that show. Where, listen, you do you, but that wouldn't work for me. That would work for me. Okay. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm all about feelings. I'm all about you got to feel good about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm all about the way you carry yourself, the way you look good, the way you feel more confident and happy.
Yes.
I truly feel like this makes us more attractive to each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm going to say it. I just don't like whether for dating or being like married to someone who just don't really care about how their physical body is or their looks is, just because you may have
So you don't like people to let themselves go?
I don't. Because I truly feel like there's a reason why when you were in your teenage years, in your 20s, you were taking care of yourself, you were looking good, you were looking fly. You should still continue doing that. Yes, you may not be looking for a man or looking for a girl, but I truly feel like you should still do it for you, because yes, like taking care of your bodies is so important. Like I am constantly, not a month go by where I'm not trying to, get on the treadmill, because I'm constantly trying to look best for myself and of course for my husband, although he doesn't care. He always said, baby, you look good.
Oh, I do care.
He always said, baby, you look good, you look fine. But to me, I'm like, I need to look better. I need to make sure that I'm keeping myself, look good for me. And I think it's so important. You gotta make sure that, and sometimes y'all ladies, when you look good, it really brings your man more into, it makes him want you more, I would say. Like it is so important for you to do that, not just let go of yourself.
And no one should let go of themselves, whether you're the lady or you're the man or whatever else. Don't let go of yourself. And one thing it's important to remember as well is that everyone likes different things.
I get it.
What one person find attractive may not be the same for someone else. Mm-hmm. Like you saying my height, was part of the reason why you were attracted to me. Someone may like someone who's not tall, right? So we all like different things. Mm-hmm. That's why being yourself is so important. Being real and true. If you're a short person, just be short. Don't go and buy platform shoes and try to make up height. If you're short, you're short. If you're tall, you're tall. If you're big, you're big. If you're fit, you're fit. If you're skinny, you're skinny.
Yes.
But be your true self. This way, if that person attracted to you, they're attracted to your real you.
Right.
Don't use filters on social media, because when they meet you in person, they're going to have difficulty believing that you are. So be yourself.
Be True. Be real. Be you. It's so important, especially in the beginning of a dating. Like when you first met someone, like you want to be true. You don't want to. Yeah, I understand sometimes, it gets very hard for us ladies, especially if we shy. We want to like shy away from you. We like kind of like holding back on certain things we want to say because we still don't know you yet. So we still like not fully ourselves, which is fine. But then throughout the time, let's say, a month or two go by, y'all still talking and dating, then you can let loose and be yourself and be real.
Yeah. And there is that, you know what? I don't know you yet. I'm going to be cautious.
Right.
There is that, which is fine. But there's also, I'm going to put up a front.
Yeah.
I'm going to create a whole different persona.
Right.
That's what's bad. Yes, you can be cautious. I think when you first meet someone, you don't just go and just be like you've been with this person for the last 15 years. Like there's things I'm doing with you right now I probably wouldn't do on the first date.
Okay. Again, PG-13. I don't know where his mind is today, but okay. Yeah. Anyways. So, I talked about, when it comes to taking care of yourself and it comes to like eating healthy, just like your brother's been crazy doing so.
Yeah.
And it's not just about being healthy. And I truly feel like it's really not just about looking good. It's about feeling good too.
Oh, yes.
Okay. When you take care of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, you have more energy. You feel happier. And let's not forget about our emotional attraction.
Yes,
right?
Listen, if someone's a basket case, there's no way I'm going to be attracted to you. You could be pretty, but man, if you're like a time bomb, no.
Yes.
No.
So what about emotional attraction, baby?
If someone emotionally is not there, it's difficult for us to connect at that level.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because when you talk emotional attraction, we have to be able to connect beyond the physical.
Correct.
Where we can have real deep conversation with each other.
Right.
Where we can understand each other.
Correct.
Yes. And sometimes the feelings. I can say, for instance, if their mood is always off, how do I connect with you? I don't even know how to be around you.
I get it.
So, and this is what I meant. If emotionally unstable, 1 minute you're good, the next minute you're off, I can't connect with you.
I agree. And I agree.
But when you find someone that you just like being around them because you feel at peace, you feel at ease when you're by this person. Even if they're like, you just met this person, but there's something that makes you feel really, really connected with you, where you feel like, you know what? I feel like I can just let you know of everything.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But if you have people just being around, it makes you want to run away. Right.
I agree. And I truly think that when you are young and you are dating, you also have to remember the emotional attraction part, because you may not know there's such a thing. You may see someone that you like, you're dating, and then you're like, okay, it's all about physical attraction. Like, the person want this, the person want that. When it comes to physical attraction, right? But not thinking about the emotional part. Not thinking about, okay, I just want to spend some time or we'll just talk, but not do anything physical. If that makes sense.
I agree. It does make sense. And long-term relationship always starts with physical attraction. Let's face it.
Sure.
But we grow stronger from there.
I agree.
And we get emotionally connected.
Yes.
And then you become like her and I.
Yes.
Now we're 14 years in the making.
And 18 years together.
See, I keep getting the numbers right. So it's important that both people in a relationship feel attracted to each other. It makes the relationship stronger and happier.
Yes.
Now, that doesn't mean you won't have moments where you want to cut each other's throat out.
Right.
That does happen.
Yes,
Believe
I agree.
Me, Cece's gotten on my nerve a number of times, but I'm still around.
Same here. That's man. It's like a baby, When people keep asking me, Cece, when you're going to have the third one? I'm like, what third one? I already have him. He's right here. you know how they'll say to you, you have 2 girls, you gotta have a boy. And I'm like, well, I already have the boy. That's how I feel like sometimes my husband is like the boy, because it constantly make me want to like get a whooping.
See what I mean?
It's the truth, y'all.
She's getting on my nerve now.
Okay, there we go. So listen, guys, before we move on, we have a couple questions from our listeners. We thank you all so much for reaching out to me, send me emails. And I appreciate you for that. And please keep the questions coming. We love answering those questions. Our first question is from Sarah in New York. She asked, how do you balance physical attraction with deeper qualities when looking for a friend or a partner?
Good question, though.
Yes.
Very good question. Yeah. You know, they say when someone said very good question, they normally don't have the answer. But I give you my thoughts, right?
Go ahead, baby.
So look for someone who makes you happy and share your interests.
Yeah.
Right. So let's start with those.
Yeah.
Someone that you feel comfortable being around, and someone that share some values with you. Someone that sees things that are important to you or important to them.
Yes.
And it's important to like how that person look.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But it's even more important to see how they look inside.
That's right.
It's good that they need to be an attractive person, but you got to allow yourself to look beyond what this person look on the outside, which means, and what they look on the inside, which means how they think, how they feel about the relationship, how they treat you. Yeah. Those things are important. So, and you'll find ways to balance it, because if you're happy, you'll be more willing to carry on with the relationship. And if the person shares the same interest with you, you'll find that your goal will be their goal, or at least they'll be able to support you in your goal.
Right.
And everything else will kind of fall in place. Now, in life, you always have to find balance. There are times certain things will get off balance here and there, but you'll always get it back as long as the love is there.
I agree.
So the attraction, you'll get past that.
You will
the physical piece.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, if this person treats you right, they can become very unattracted physically, but emotionally, they'll be your person.
Awesome. Alrighty. So our next question is from Jake in California. He asked how important it is to keep physical attraction in a long-term relationship, which we actually talked about earlier. Because I know you touch on into long-term relationship.
Well,
that's all the questions.
Listen, when you're in a long-term relationship, believe me, the way that Cece looks now, she will not look that way in 30 years from now. I know she's stuck at 25, but that 25 and 30 years from now would look different than it does now.
Like here.
Which means when you're in a long-term relationship, the moment that the relationship becomes long terms, that physical attraction becomes secondary to a number of other things.
Right.
But as Sissy said earlier, no one should let themselves go.
Right.
Because the moment that you do, it starts changing things.
Correct.
However, you got to understand that our bodies will change.
Correct.
There are things that we're doing now we won't be able to do. However, as long as we're making the best effort to be the best that we can be, your partner will see that you're doing your best. You'll see that they're doing the best, and together you grow old together. So in a long-term relationship, you gotta learn to look beyond what this person look now and understand that their look will change.
Right.
And sometimes looks may not just change due to age. Sometimes illness may change that look. Sometimes accident may change that look. There's a number of things that can change the way we look. But the moment that we get beyond that physical look, we'll be able to grow old with each other.
Yes.
And never worry about how we physically look.
Right.
However, we should never be lazy in terms of taking care of our bodies. Let's continue to do so.
Hello, somebody.
I'm not lazy at taking care of my body.
I know. I was just saying yes.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you.
It's important to take it. Oh, yes. She agrees with me.
Okay. I'm agreeing with you.
But yeah, it's important to continue to take care of your body. But understand that over time, looks will change.
Yes.
And if your relationship continues to get stronger, the change in looks will make no difference.
That's right.
So, Jack, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, because relationship takes time, effort, and it's all worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? It's all worth it.
Absolutely.
So, babe, all right. So, final thoughts, Mr.
And listen, to wrap it up, here's what I say. Physical attraction is important, but it's just a start.
It is a start.
Right? It's about being healthy. It's about feeling good about yourself. It's about finding someone who likes you for who you are.
That's right.
So it's all about loving yourself and finding that special connection with that someone else.
That is important.
And if you do that, hey, listen, you may run into people who don't like you for who you are, and that's okay. You just keep moving on.
That's right. And don't let nobody fool you. Don't let the light skin fool you. Don't let the big body, you guys know what, fool you. So just make sure you go with your heart. Okay, not with your brain. I'm just saying, because some of y'all be out there looking for a certain part of the body and certain looks when it comes to the guys. You got to be light skinned. The ladies got to have like big booty and big this and big that. So put all this to the side. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to want what you want. But if you have all the qualities and you don't have the big booty, then it's fine.
I'll tell you something before I wrap up here. When a man's looking for someone to marry,
A wife,
there's certain qualities that, yes, someone that I just want to hang out at the club, I want them to have. But there are certain qualities that in someone you're looking to be your wife, you don't care much about those. Like I've seen butt that's like way more butt than anyone can handle. And I can see guys just want to hang out with you for that night. But believe me, they're not taking you home.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
There you have it, people.
Anyway, that's my final thoughts. Be yourself and you'll find that person.
That's right.
So thank you very much for joining us on this podcast today. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Hey, it was fun.
Remember, we're here every Saturday to talk about what makes life blissful.
That's right.
And we hope you found our videos helpful and insightful. And we can't wait to hear about your experiences.
That's right.
If you've had a moment where, I was going to say that big booty again, but I'm not going to. If you've had some moments of physical attraction that you thought were maybe unhealthy, or maybe you had one that really made a difference in your life, please share it. So remember to like and subscribe, and we appreciate you guys, and we will see you next Saturday.
Bye.